So dear children, today we are going to discuss about story of lightning, right? What is the cause of lightning? That is very, very important to understand what is the cause of lightning. So in your junior class, like in class 7, previous class, you might have studied about weather, climate and adaptations, right? And moving air we have also done. And we have also studied that during summer season, in humid condition, the severe heating of the air by the sun produces very strong upward moving winds, right? Upward moving winds. Now these winds carry with them the water content present in air and forms cloud. As these winds move up, as these wind move up, the water content changes into droplets and freezes, right? We know that these freeze droplets, when they fall down. Now I'm starting with the class 8 topic. These are the freeze droplets, small one. These all are freeze droplets. Right? Where they will go? They will go down because they are heavier. They will fall down. During the downfall, their interaction with upward moving air. Now we know that the moving air, warm moving air will be going upward. Warm and humid air. Warm and humid air. Now it is moving upward, right? Now this movement will cause the separation of positive and negative charge within the clouds. Now suppose here are the clouds. So many clouds are there present around, right? Now this movement is taking place everywhere. Now what will happen? This will cause a separation of positive and negative charge because these, during their interaction, when these two, this one and this one, there will be interaction. Interaction means a kind of friction. Due to this kind of friction, the charges will be separated out. Now, how the charges will be separated out in the clouds? Like this. The negative charge and positive charge, right? So positive charge will accumulate at the top of the clouds and the negative charge will accumulate at the bottom of the cloud, right? But on the other side, there are so many things, right? Buildings are there on earth. So these buildings, these trees, mountains, earth surface, they all will acquire a positive charge, right? They all will acquire a positive charge. That means a layer of positive charge will be there like this. Now this positive charge, we know that slowly amount of this negative charge will keep on increasing. This negative charge will keep on increasing, right? Now as the magnitude of this negative charge will keep on increasing, what will happen? It will start going down, this one, right? And this positive charge will start rising up. Now when these positive and negative charge moving towards each other, then there will be attraction between these opposite polarity charges, right? Which causes a downward movement of negative charge and upward movement of positive charge. Now when they will meet, this positive and negative meet and produce a spark, right? They produce a spark. Now, this movement of charges take place in zigzag manner. It's not compulsory that they will move straight. They will be moving like this. This also can be moving like this. That's why we are always looking the zigzag type of lightning in the sky like this, right? They are never straight, never straight. They are like this only. Clear? So these streaks of light that we call lightning. And this lightning producing enormous amount of heat. It excites the nearby air molecules and causes vibration in them, right? So when these charges will meet, huge amount of heat is produced, huge amount of heat, right? Now, when that much amount of heat is produced, then there are air molecules present in nearby, right? So when this energy will strike with the particle, then they produces vibration. It produces vibration in the air particles, and this vibration produce thundering sound, which we hear, right? So an important fact, a lightning flash on an average lasts less than a second. Very important. Lightning flash lasts on an average less than a second, right? Than a second. And about 100 lightning streaks, 100 lightning streaks strikes Earth's surface every second during thunderstorm, right? So that is, I think this is going to help you out to understand the cause of lightning. I'm repeating it again. Freeze droplets present in the sky, forming the clouds, coming down, and then the humid air rising up. During their movement, there is an interaction. Interaction is a kind of attraction or repulsion. Here we are saying that interaction is a kind of friction. Due to this friction, they are producing, there is a separation of charges like positive and negative charge. Positive charge will accumulate on the top surface like this, top surface on the cloud. Negative charge will accumulate at the bottom. And on the earth surface also, tree, mountains, buildings and earth surface, they acquire the positive charge. Now as this negative charge keep on increasing, so it started coming down due to polarity. They are attracted in the upward direction. Positive charges during their movement upward and downward, they meet each other, but they do not meet straight. They can meet in zigzag manner. During their meeting, they produce a spark, and this spark is known as the lightning. Now this is for the lightning, and but we know that along with the lightning, thunder sound is also there. So what we can say, huge amount of heat is produced during their meeting, like when the lightning is produced, and this lightning will create or produce large amount of heat. Now this heat will strike on the air particle which are present nearby. Then the vibrations produced in the air particles will produce the sound which we hear, the thunder sound, right? So that is all. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope this video is going to help you out.